saying things people already know out loud is tight.
Get out of my head!
It's cool to know other people think about this stuff too.
This is...
Ready? Break.
What's up, everyone? It's Adam from FWCI, and Ricky Gervais' Supernature just came out on Netflix. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you probably found this channel through my Dave Chappelle reaction to The Closer or Jimmy Carr's reaction to his Dark Material. And I'm loving reacting to these Netflix stand-up specials. I was gonna do Middleditch and Schwartz. They have an improv thing. Let me know in the comments if I should check that out. And there was another new one called The Hall, and that looks interesting. Looks brand new. I might check that out too. But today's all about Ricky Gervais. I'm a big fan of Ricky Gervais when he's scripted. Not a fan of him when he's just kind of being himself. Not that I dislike him when he's himself, but like An Idiot Abroad, not really my kind of thing, but I really enjoy his stand-up comedy, especially, even more so than his acting. So, Ricky Gervais stand-up, let's fucking do it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, of course, and if you like Leslie Nielsen, hit the like button. Let's do it. This is a ballsy move for him to do as well, man. You know, he's gonna say something that someone's gonna get upset about. I just hope I don't accidentally edit that out of my reaction like I did with Jimmy Carr.
Shush, I'm filming this. Shut up, you cunts. What about all the funny female comedians? Like, no, right. No. I'm not doing
Come on,
that.
Ricky.
Okay, right. You laugh at the wrong thing because you know what the right thing is. It's a way of satirising attitudes.
Wow.
Like that first joke.
Just explaining what comedy is.
I know there are loads of funny women. Like, I did it again. Well spotted. Good. No, but there are. Dame Edna Everage.
Those young'uns in the audience that probably don't know who Dame Edna Everage is, Australian cross-dressing entertainer that looks like this. Move on with the show.
Eddie Izzard.
Another dude who dresses up like a
She's
lady.
brilliant, isn't she? She was brilliant in that thing as that man. Real tweet. Call yourself a comedian? He knows I do. You're about as funny as a fart at a baby's funeral.
That'd be pretty funny.
He was trying to hurt my feelings.
That would be very funny.
But his big mistake was choosing something that would be fucking hilarious. As if that would... A fart at a baby's funeral. Big echoey church. Everyone just silently sobbing like that. Tiny little coffin. Tiny little coffin. And someone farts. You laugh. Even if it was your baby. You know...
Oh.
If you're at the funeral, it's been dead a week, do you know what I mean? It's...
Ricky!
You're probably up for a giggle.
Oh, bro.
Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. Those fucking dinosaurs. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as gold. I love them. What if he me? What if she you? You fucking turf whore.
Whoa.
I hate it when people say, that joke was offensive. I gotta say, no, you've got to say,
Yes.
you found it offensive.
Exactly.
It's all about feelings, and feelings are personal. And there are some clubs now where the comedian has to sign a thing saying he won't say anything contentious or he won't say anything that could offend anyone. It's a safe space.
He's like a child's comedian.
And I decided I'd rather watch Louis C.K. masturbate. Can't mention him anymore. He's cancelled.
You know what? That sucks as well. I fucking loved Louis C.K. His comedy was hilarious. I'm still hoping that he can somehow get back and do a big time special like this. Because fuck, man, can you imagine what he's got to fucking say about the circus of being cancelled? Like that would be worth the price of admission.
If there's no value to saying sorry and evolving, he might as well just tweet him again. Right? That's how I deal with shit.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point.
But if you're the type of person to revel in someone getting cancelled for something they said 10 years ago, you're just ensuring that one day you'll be cancelled for something you said today. You can't predict.
Wow.
The worst thing you can say today, get you cancelled on Twitter, death threats, whatever. The worst thing you can say today is, women don't have penises, right? Now, no one saw that coming. There are no 10-year-old tweets of people saying... You won't find a 10-year-old tweet of someone saying women don't have penises. Do you know why? We didn't think we fucking had to. Liam Neeson. Oh,
that's a rough
he
one.
nearly got cancelled, didn't he?
Nearly? Is he in shit?
No. I don't know why he told this story.
Yeah.
But he did.
Yeah.
At a press
Why?
junket to a journalist, right? And it was where he just started...
Did he say that it was at a press junket? I thought he was on Howard Stern. Fuck it, that's even weirder then. Why are you telling this story, Liam Neeson?
He's saying, it was 30 years ago, he said, and my friend came home and she'd been raped, right? And that's not the funny bit.
What the fuck was that, audience? What the fuck? Who laughs at that shit?
I know Liam, I've worked with him, he's a lovely man, he's definitely not racist, but when that broke, even I was like, oh, will I ever be able to find Schindler's List funny again?
I know Schindler's List is a very serious movie. Is he still drinking Foster's? What the fuck, Ricky? For those of you overseas, nobody drinks Foster's. I don't know what Ricky's fucking fascination with Foster's lager is.
Comedy should punch up. You should never punch down. You should never punch down. Sometimes you've got to punch down. Like, if you're beating up a disabled toddler. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
If you punch up, you'll miss the little cunt and he'll win,
He'll win?
I like that joke because it highlights the difference between metaphorical punching down in jokes and actual punching down. But people nowadays want you to believe that words are actual violence, right? Now, you laughed at a joke about beating up a disabled toddler. No one got hurt. If I'd have actually dragged out a disabled toddler and started beating him up, you wouldn't laugh, right? That's why I dropped that bit.
Alright.
And I get that as well, to what it's like to be outnumbered. In this country, we're still only 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% LGBTQ, tiny numbers. Now, I'm a white, heterosexual multi-millionaire, right?
Alright, what are the numbers?
There's less than 1% of us. I'm like Rosa Parks. Do you know what I mean? I'm
No.
Don't make a scene. Go to the box office after the show. They can't give you money back straight away, but there's a form you fill out with a complaint, and I take those away and I shit on them.
There you go.
Or I'll be reincarnated. I'll come back as someone else. That'd just be someone else. That's all that's happened. You're not involved. That is just someone else, right? Many people believe in reincarnation, of course. Some people even claim they remember who they were in a previous life. There's a society in America.
Imagine if that shit was actually real. Imagine if you could go and find a definitive list of all the people that you had been in a past life. Someone would be like tracking somebody down to like murder them for revenge or some shit. I'd hate to be the guy who was Hitler once upon a time.
Of course. A come as you were party where they go dressed as the person they were in history.
Again, if this was real...
Napoleons.
What the fuck? If that was the real thing, that'd be a lot of fun.
Have you seen all the ghost hunter shows?
Oh
my
fuck.
God, hundreds of ghost hunter shows. Years and years. Celebrity ghost hunter.
They're bad.
All around the world. Thousands and thousands of hours of footage. They've never seen a fucking ghost. Not one. It's all like, oh, what was that? Was it that I was just the... No, not the... The pedo hunter shows, on the other hand.
Oh. To catch a predator. Yeah, it's a shame it's not monetized, but I reacted to Jordan Peele on Mad TV parodying To Catch a Predator. Fucking amazing.
Why don't you pray just in case there's a God? And I say, why do you put garlic over your door just in case there's a Dracula? And if one of my family is very ill, they always say, oh, I'll pray for them. And I always say, oh, thanks very much, because it's a nice gesture. If they said,
yes.
oh, we also cancelled the chemotherapy, I go, don't do that, don't do that. Pray, fill your boots, son, but let's do the praying and the chemotherapy, shall we? Because that's the same result as just the chemotherapy. So let's definitely keep that one.
Yeah, keep that one in.
They tweeted, Beyonce and Rihanna send prayers to Oklahoma. And I tweeted back going, oh, I feel like a cunt, I only sent money.
Ricky Gervais's social media performance is fucking quality. He is a good follow.
I just think that nature is super enough, you know? I don't think we need angels and unicorns. We've got the fucking octopus. That actually exists. 8 legs, 9 brains, 3 hearts and a beak. Make your fucking mind up.
They're fucking crazy.
Because it produces eggs and milk. It could make its own custard. It doesn't, but it could. Oh my God, right, militant, no work, just relax, right? Just a glass of wine, just relax, right? If someone comes through the door, I'm like, what the fuck's that? If I'm really stressed, I go, where's the cat, right? right. First thing, wake up. What? So no, and I stroke the cat and I'm thinking, oh, you'll never see a cat feeling guilty. You will never go into a room and see a cat like that. That fuck.
I beg to fucking differ. I got 2 cats and I've walked into rooms and both of them have been looking like that. And then I usually find something, usually from my action figure shelf, chewed up on the fucking ground. So, Ricky, cats are fucking sus.
You go, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Yeah, I chewed up your fucking action
fucking
figure.
shit in there, that's what's the matter, mate. If a cat was big enough, it would kill you and eat you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it slides in easy, and it goes, oh, run. Oh, you can't. Maybe a little furry mound. Something lady dogs would like. A little furry mound with a little pink lipstick in it.
Shout out to Goran, my mate's dog. The thing fucking loves everything, man. He's always ready to go.
Give me a fuck stalk with hooks. And they made the meow up for us. They don't do that in the feral state. They go, meow. They learned that and it works.
No shit.
And people say to me, you spoil that cat. I go, yeah, I do. It's a cat. It's not a person. What's the worst that can happen if you spoil a cat? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't grow up to be fucking Boris Johnson. It is... No, I don't get political.
Just quickly, once upon a time, Boris Johnson knocked over a child during his political campaign. This past week, take a look at Aussie Prime Minister Scott Morrison. Former Aussie Prime Minister Scott Morrison, I'll say, there was an election this week, and he's fucking done. That's what happens when you bowl over children during a soccer game, you fucking dopey cunt.
It's not up to Boris Johnson what a Muslim woman wears on her face. It's up to her husband.
Fuck.
Not my rules. Not my rules. This won't be in the special. Edit. Yeah, cats, aren't they?
Good at it.
If you meet a brand new dog, you go, hello, he's never met you before, right? And if you're nice to it, it's suddenly your best, it'd do anything for it. You go, do you need a kidney? They are amazing dogs. That makes me laugh, that sign people still put on their house, beware of the dog. That makes me want to go in the house to meet it. So, I mean, in its heyday, it was fucking amazing, wasn't it, mate?
Oh my God.
Coronavirus, fuck off. I couldn't hold a candle to aid. Like in the 80s, 2 blokes. This is God's punishment for homosexuality. Imagine thinking that. What are you imagining in your head, right, to think that's true? So you think God's in heaven, do you? And he's looking down on civilization, and he suddenly goes, I'm sick of all this bumming.
Been going on for centuries at this point.
Man who lieth with another man as he doth a woman, they are both an abomination and shall surely be put to death. Basically, no bumming, right? I want you to kill homosexuals. Why? Because I don't like watching them. Don't watch them then. I've got no choice. I'm omnipresent, so I'm watching 50 million people bumming right now. So, you know, right, then what do we do? Right, I'm going to put you down on Earth. Where? Africa.
AIDS came from Africa?
Why Africa? They're dying anyway. That's not me saying that, is it? That's God. That's God saying that.
All right, Ricky.
I'm going to put you in an arse, right? That is where you're going to do a lot of your best work through the 1980s. But all diseases let you down eventually, not just AIDS. After AIDS, it was SARS, wasn't it? Remember SARS? Oh, going to wipe out humanity. Didn't. Then Zika virus. Remember the baby's born with like half a head. Everyone's going, oh, Zika virus. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm pregnant. Start knitting a hat. You know?
Fucking hell, man.
Propaganda machine. The same thing as liberals, they're aborting babies at 9 months, pulling them out of the vagina and liquidising them like crazy conspiracy theory, right? And now they've got the internet.
Yeah.
So they've got like fonts and memes. It's like science to them. A woman is pregnant. She already has 5 children. 2 are deaf. 2 are blind. 1 is mentally retarded. She has syphilis. Should she have the baby? No, question mark. Well done. You just killed Beethoven. That makes no fucking sense at all. Okay, keep it fair. Let's do the opposing. So, okay, there's another woman. She's pregnant, 2 children, great hearing, great eyesight, really smart. She hasn't got syphilis. Should she have the baby? Yes, question mark. Well done. You just gave birth to Hitler.
Exactly.
So I don't want to divide the room, but I'm not a fan of Hitler. Hear me out. I've got my reasons. Right, listen.
Go check out my reaction to Little Hitler from The Whitest Kids You Know. You will not fucking regret it.
It kills Hitler before the Holocaust, before the war, right? The present is exactly the same, except it makes you a bit more ginger. I'd go, no. Why should I suffer? But when you see one of those...
Not quite the same.
You had a time machine. They all say, oh, I'd go back and kill Hitler. Really? You'd go back and buy Microsoft shares, you fucking liar, right?
Yeah, you fucking would.
I'd go back and kill him when he was a little baby. So you'd go back and find baby Hitler, right? Who hasn't done anything wrong yet, and just strangle him, would you? Also, have you seen... You little Nazi, you! I know what you're thinking. Why have I got a picture of baby Hitler on my phone? That's my business. What if I do masturbate over it? What if that's the only thing I masturbate over? There's no victim, no crime. You could call the police.
I don't know what to fucking say to that.
I go check the rule book, and they go, yeah, good as gold.
I don't think it is, man.
I go, do you want to see where I masturbate? They go, yeah, go on, right. Dripping with 40 years of cum.
Why are you painting this picture for us? Fucking hell.
No, but people do have a problem with Hitler.
Do they?
Hitler is the man who killed Hitler, isn't he? Give him his due. Due. D-U. I don't want to be found in a wardrobe, hanging by a belt, wearing ladies' tights, covered in amyl nitrate. You know what I mean? I'm not into that shit. So if I am found like that, just know that one of my mates has stitched me up. If you gave up the booze, you'd live an extra 10 years. And I go, yeah, but they're the last 10 years. They're the shit 10 years. I don't want them, right? If I gave up booze now and I made it to 80, and someone said, right, you can have an extra 10 years. If I could go, oh, great, I'll have 20 to 30. Okay, that'd be perfect, but no, you've got to have 80 to 90. Have you any idea how awful it is being 90?
Yeah, it would suck, man.
I've seen 90-year-olds sitting in an armchair and they suddenly go, and you go, what? You go, I've broken every bone in my body, right? Because they're brittle. They've got, like, dust for blood. They bruise up, blood clots. They got hernias popping out everywhere, right?
Oh, no, this is so fucking accurate. My granddad was 80 when I was born. So, you know, he was 95 when he died. And we went to the nursing home one day. He had a big purple beard, like bruising all over his fucking face. And Mum's like, what the fuck happened? What he did, this guy was like 6'5", 6'6". He was walking in, he tripped on a mat or something like that. He was just wearing new glasses, new spectacles that he just got, and they were like $300 or something. And because he's so tall, he's just like, And instead of like possibly breaking his new $300 glasses, he just fucking puts his chin out. Broke his fucking jaw. Oh my fucking God. It was like one of the most horrific fucking things I've ever fucking seen. But yeah, man, old people are no fucking joke.
And you get to the kitchen by yourself to make a cup of tea. If you lift that kettle when it's too full, there's a very good chance your stomach will come out of your arsehole. So eat and drink as much as you want and just fucking die is my advice, right? Got this big form, right, lifestyle thing. That takes fucking ages, right? And I tell the truth on everything except units of alcohol. I work those out, then I halve them, right? And when he gets to those, he still goes, oh, that's an awful lot, right? And I think I've won. I go, is it? He said, you're heavily constipated. I wanted to go, get in there with a spoon, son.
Dude.
There's a big build-up, right? And as they're washing their hands, they've got to say, would you like a chaperone? No. So you're going to have your finger up my arse, and now you've got a mate watching? No, just... I'm nervous, doctor. I'm really nervous, so I've got no balls, right? He has to dig them out like a tortoise's head, you know what I mean? It's just like a little fist of fear down there, right? And I fucking hate it. But this one time, it was an old man, and it was still a doctor, not just an old man. The balls out, and I just went, oh, what are you looking for there exactly, right? And they usually go, shh, like that, and they come, and he didn't. He went, oh, that's a good question. And he sat back and he started telling me all about cancer, right? So now I'm just having a chat, right?
With no pants on.
And I remember it felt rude to do that. So I was going, all right, right. If I pay in advance, like pay a year in advance, right, then I'll try and get value for money and that'll make me go. Then I remembered, oh, I'm fucking rich. You know what I mean?
That makes sense,
I've enjoyed a different gym every day for a laugh. Just go along and go, there's £2,000. They go, see you tomorrow. I go, you'll never see me again. It took ages, right? And he got out, no towel, just dripping wet, just went up to the mirror and started doing his hair first. I was in there with there was just me and this really fat bloke.
I've never been in a public change room like this before, by the way.
like 350 pounds, right? And he was naked on one of those precision scales. And he was there for fucking ages. And I was looking at that, he was like that for ages. I wanted to run over and go, mate, you're never going to be an astronaut, right? And I'm not having a go at fat people. I say, I'm fat, I'm overweight. Do you know why? Because I eat and drink too much. That's what does it. I don't judge fat people, I just know how they got fat. If I see a fat person, I go, well done, you know? Walking along, right, and you see their little fat toddlers, and you go, ah, that's not fair, right? There was a school that tried to ban the word obese, because they said it was derogatory to, I don't know what to call them. Fat people aren't offended by the word obese. They did it all. They're happy with it. They're jolly, aren't they? They're jolly. You see a fat person go, all right, fatty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Fuck you, Ricky.
Yeah. And they go to the doctor. Come in. Bloop.
It's not what it's like.
Doctor goes, fuck me. Oh. What does that mean? Means you're going to die of it. Oh, does it? All right. What, straight away, or is there anything I can do? Oh, yeah, of course there is. You could start working out and eat healthy, you'll be right as rain. Oh, right. But you won't, will you? He's being winched out of his house to go to hospital, right? If you're dangling from a crane, right?
Yeah, fucking hell, man.
You know you fucked it.
You should probably have a pretty good idea before that.
Oh, God, why did I let it go this far? I'm so stupid. Then they get philosophical about it and they go, I never really used the legs. So...
Fucking hell, man. You know, he was talking before how he's like, oh, I'm kind of like hitting that level of like, you know, being out of shape or whatever. I'm starting to hit that point now where I'm going to have to start really making some lifestyle changes. But I'm also somebody that doesn't get upset about it, or I'm not overly self-conscious about it. I'm a biggish dude, I guess. I'm a big dude, I guess. But I don't know, I feel like I've got the frame to carry it a little bit better than some people. But you never know, you might see a weight loss journey coming up here soon. But that was fucking hilarious.
I can be walking around Leafy Hampstead, right? Book of poems, right? Scarf. There's some scaffolders go, Ricky. I go, all right, you can't say doing, boys. Like that.
What you doing, boys, eh?
Nature or nurture? And he famously replied, what's more important for the area of a field, length or width? All right, mate, if you don't know the answer, just fucking...
It's a good answer. I like that answer.
Women who fell pregnant out of wedlock, mental, asylum for life, right? And now we understand things more. We're more tolerant. I think it's going too far the other way, though, because now nothing's mental. You can't find somewhere that someone's...
I was about to say that same thing.
I could have my legs removed, have wheels put on, identify as a pram, right? And if you sound mental, you're a bigot, right? Now... That's a bit hack, that joke, now, isn't it? Oh, identify as a thing, then. Right? It's a bit old-fashioned, right? But I'm going to leave it in to annoy people, right? AIDS, famine, cancer, the Holocaust, rape, paedophilia. But no, the one thing you mustn't joke about is identity politics. The one thing you should never joke about is the trans issue, right? They just want to be treated equally. I agree. That's why I include them. You know?
That is... fucking superbly put. Man, everyone's got to... I just sit here and watched him make a joke about fat people for 5 minutes and fucking laugh the entire way through. Then he started fucking mimicking me and then I got upset. But I didn't really. But that is fucking spot on. Perfect.
Okay, full disclosure, in real life, of course I support trans rights. I support all human rights, and trans rights are human rights, you know? Live your best life, use your preferred pronouns, be the gender that you feel that you are. But meet me halfway, ladies, lose the cock. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, fucking hell.
I wish South ID had been around when I was a kid. I'd have used it to get shit. I'd have gone to my mum, Mum, I'm trans. She'd have gone, what? I'd have gone, I'm either trans or I need a new bike. But what if I was a teenager now, in these really woke, progressive times, right? And I had really cool, hippie parents, right? And I went, Mother, Father, I'm trans. They'd go, oh, goody, that's so fucking trendy. And I'd come out and I'd emerge, I'd be a real woman. I'd be Vicky Gervais. I'd be Vicky Gervais.
Vicky Gervais, good lord.
I'd be a lesbian. I'd be a little lesbian fella called Vicky Gervais, right?
Little lesbian fella.
I like the fashion. Jeans, black t-shirt, short hair.
He ends up being himself.
I'd go into a lesbian bar, right? And I'd go, hi, pool table, winner stays on. I'd be there all fucking night. This joke isn't worth it for the punchline. The punchline is shit, really. So just enjoy the journey.
I'm still here for this joke. Let's do it.
I'd look around and I'd find one of them pretty lesbians, right?
Fuck. Come on, Ricky.
This is pathetic, right? Are you a lesbian? I go, yeah, just a bit. Look at that, right? I go, oh, there's the big earrings, aren't they? Right? So yeah, right. And then she go, do you want to come back to my place and les off? I go, yeah, just a bit, right?
This is how lesbians talk, is it?
I go, yeah, right. So I put a strap on, I put the big dildo there on my new fanny like that, and tie it at the back, and that's when I'd kick myself.
Should have just kept my original one.
I told you it was shit, didn't I?
It was okay.
Okay, I don't want to divide the room. I'm not a fan of racism.
Good.
No, hear me out.
Me either.
European African. What about the fucking Eskimos? Racist. And peel him out of his sea lion outfit, right? And he's standing there naked. You take a closer look. He's basically a cold Chinaman.
I don't know enough about Eskimos to vouch for that one there, Ricky.
I know you can't say Chinaman anymore, right?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Because that is the laziest labelling of a demographic I've ever heard.
My granddad used to say Chinaman.
A Chinaman? Yeah. What's my wife? Duh, Lady Chinaman. I don't know your name, do I? It's Ling. Ling? Yeah. Is that your first name or your surname? Both.
Ling Ling?
Ling Ling? Hello? Right. Remember, irony, okay? Also, that's not...
Oh, fucking hell. I did not fucking see that coming. Oh.
It's not me saying that, is it?
Is
It's
it?
a little Chinaman, isn't it? He's all right with it. Did anyone have a pedo teacher when they were at school? Yes, yeah. Round of applause for pedo teachers, yeah.
I don't know if I told this story on one of the other videos, but a friend of mine just randomly blurted out that a friend of his, when he was a kid, went into a room alone with some pedophile guy from their who lived on their street. He just fucking volunteered this information out to us, and everybody else in the room just kind of stopped and looked at him like, what the fuck? Like, you just throwing that out there? So, oh god, what is this gonna fucking be?
You can't say pedo anymore. It's a derogatory term. It offends people who are child addicted, right?
What? Come on.
We'll wean you off children. How does that work, doctor? Well, you know, like when they give heroin addicts methadone, yeah? Well, we're going to start you on dwarves.
Oh, good lord.
We're not open during the panto season. We can't get the staff, right? So you come in February to November.
Okay. I get it now.
They're free-range dwarves. Little free-range dwarves.
Fucking hell.
Homophobia in the sort of paedophile community. Like, one paedophile, he's all smug, he's heterosexual. He's abducting a little girl, right? He's taking a little girl into the forest, and he looks over and he sees another pedo with a little boy, and he goes, you fucking bender.
That is fucking horrible. Oh.
Registered paedophiles living within 1 mile of a school. Now, say what you will about pedos, but they're not lazy. You know what I mean? A lot of them are bus drivers. That's nothing.
Oh, no.
Convicted, never heard of again. Big scandal, right? And when it broke, I went home that day. Right? My mum was there, and she went, did he touch you? And I went, no. She went, you sure? I went, yeah. She went, he couldn't have fancied you then.
Oh, no.
So now, my mum is winding me up about me not being attractive enough to be sexually abused. What if I'd have got a complex? What if I'd have thought, well, I'll show her, right? She went round, made her lunch and sat with her for a while. She went back, made her tea, and this went on and on. I remember calling home once. My mum was like 70. And I went, oh, I called earlier, you were out. And my mum went, yeah, I was rain Dawson's. And I went, oh, how is she? And my mum went, oh, she just won't die, Rick. knows Norman Taylor, don't you? I go, I never know this person. I go, oh no. They go, yeah, he knows you. Yeah, I'm on the telly, mate. You went to Ashmead School, didn't you? I went, yeah. You know Pete Shepherd. Oh, when was he there? 1993. Yeah, I was 31, mate. I was 30. He knows you, does he? Has he got a telly? Yeah. That's what's happened here. But I do like old awkward. I never know when to hug. I didn't hug anyone growing up. I didn't hug anyone until I came to London. People are like a working class kid.
Family are not a family of huggers.
You wind them up, you take the piss. That's our hug, right? I'll give you an example. We were at my dad's funeral, and I was out in the graveyard with my brother Bob.
Someone fart.
And now he's like 75. He hadn't aged well. He was an old man, right? And he came up to us and he went, hello, boys. And Bob sort of looked at him and recognised him and went, fuck me. Like that, right? And then Bob looked around the graveyard and went, is there any point you going home? And Uncle Mike laughed and went, always nice to see you, Bobby. She was cremated, and we all went outside to watch the smoke go up, and the wind changed, and it all blew in our faces, right? And I went, what, in your mouth? And he went, yeah. I went, I took a chance. I said, did it taste bitter? And he went, yeah. I went, that was her clitoris.
Dude.
And that was our hug. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my favourite are the school stories, and this is probably my favourite school story ever.
All right. What do you got for us, Ricky?
And Gary developed Tourette's syndrome. Sometimes his tics seemed relevant. And I'll never forget, we were having this lesson with a young female teacher called Miss Wilkie. Yeah, good, yeah. And she went, Gary. He went, I'll finger you, miss.
Gary, what are you doing?
And she pointed to Sean Dixon, and Sean went, yeah, I'll finger you. You've been amazing. Good night.
Why is everyone trying to finger Miss Wilkie? Wow, that was a solid stand-up special. There were some really solid jokes in there. It's really hard to go back and like summarize after just finishing watching a stand-up, because I think I liked around the beginning and middle of it a little bit more than the end. I think it was pretty funny the whole way through, but I remember a big laugh early on. I can't even remember what. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Murder. But yeah, he touched on all the topics in this one here, and I think he did it in a way that I don't think people are going to get too offended by this one here. I mean, he talked about, you know, trans rights and racism, as well as baby Hitler. I really enjoyed his part talking about people that are overweight. I just found that very funny. I think it's mainly because I'm a very laughy kind of person. Like, I don't think I'm jolly. I think I'm laughy. I think that's the way that I describe it. But him sitting there doing this like fat guy laugh, and I'm just sitting here laughing my fucking ass off at the same time. That was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Subscribe if you're new to the channel once again. If you haven't already, if you like Leslie, hit the like button again. I've got tons of other reaction content up on the channel, so go check that out as well. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Peace.